Are you awake? Hopefully that intro song woke you up. I should probably come up with a new intro for the Sunday morning hangover show, because that is in your face, electrifying. What's happening, guys? I'm wearing a shirt that almost matches my background, so sorry. It's clashing a little bit. I don't care. I was like, I'm putting on my Green Lantern shirt today. Why the fuck not? We good? Green Lantern shirt. All right, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Here we go again. Why so early? Okay, I do. This is the third time I've done this, actually, John. Basically, Sunday mornings. Well, it's still morning for me, technically. Just do like a little recap live stream. I'm actually going to have a couple of guests on today. Nobody major. Mainly the two guys that helped. Sorry, my nose is like just got itchy right now. Mainly the two guys that helped make that redub trailer. What's going on, brother? They're gonna be on. So I'm Hal, of course. 100% Jordan. 100% Jordan, of course. What's going on, Fear Jason? How you doing over there in the Twitch sphere? But I got my Batman mug, so there's that at least. But yeah, guys, what's going on? Also, guys, I want to thank Krypton Caged for supplying the thumbnail, basically art. He did a bunch of wallpaper stuff on his Twitter. I'll show you right here. Just turning stuff that we have now into like wallpaper. So if you guys go over to Krypton Caged, he's got like wallpaper like this and stuff that he was basically making. He's got a colored one right there. Now one with the black suit, one that's black and white, which is the one I used. And he's also got some wallpaper for your phone too. Like I used one. Wow, he's even got a Zack Snyder one. That's pretty awesome. But I actually used, see, we got this one right here also, the different variations. I actually used this one for my wallpaper. I like the black and white. I don't know why, I just like the black and white. But yeah, he was busy just making all this stuff. So good stuff right there. So if you want to go check it out, a lot of people are wondering where I got my wallpaper on my phone when I took a screenshot of it. So good stuff. I need to drink lemon Sprite. Isn't Sprite what Sprite's not lemon? Bro, what the fuck is going on Twitter? Every article is making shit up about Snyder Cut. Like, what the fuck? Well, you know, that's why I titled this morning stream as "Right Ain't Over Yet," because it ain't over yet, guys. Yeah, we might have won. We definitely won, and we're getting the damn thing released. But the thing is, we still got a year before the fucking thing comes out. Okay, we got a year before it's coming out. There's plenty of articles and bullshit that we're gonna have to talk about and kind of break down. Like I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna do expect today and tomorrow to have about 3, maybe 4 videos, just catching up on stuff with the Snyder Cut, with the announcement. You know, like the spinning of narratives and shit like that. It's really quite dumb but that's why it ain't over. That's right. That's why we still gotta fucking keep going. Hey Dave, I've been a subscriber of yours since your Snyder leaves jail vid back in the early, but time zone always make me miss. Just want to say thanks, man. Appreciate it. And that's another reason why I wanted to do these Sunday morning stuff, because I mean, when you have fans all around the world, obviously time zones are a thing. You know, I always get like, hey, can you do it earlier, do it later, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I have a set schedule for when I'm going to do my stuff. But Sunday morning at least changes it up, or, you know, Sunday almost noon. At least it could change it up and some people can visit the stream and we can do some chatting. But I appreciate it there, Triton. Good stuff. Fuck yeah, it is. I'm drinking coffee, just straight up black coffee, black like my soul. That's right, like my heart. Oh, lemon Sprite. Oh, yeah. Sprite without the lime. That's right. That I don't really drink soda anymore. And when I do, I drink like a Coke or Pepsi or something like that. So I totally forgot that, it's lemon lime soda. They have like a straight up lemon Sprite. Yeah. Isn't that like Squirt though? Squirt. Remember Squirt? Squirt. Film Gob in here. Film Gob is in the house. Cheers, man. Cheers. Been a fan for a while, so happy finally get to cut at last. Can't wait to see the Dark Side and Decide live action. That's gonna be interesting to see too. And there she is. Amanda's here. Well, it's Sunday morning. Sunday morning hangover. It's right there in the title. But I'm not really hungover. Technically, Amanda and I hung out last night, but not really. We were just part of a Zoom session with friends. She was in a different spot. While I hung out with other friends, we said fuck quarantine and we decided to barbecue. Last night was great. Finally I got out of the house, went to a friend's house. And we barbecued and drank until we passed out. And then of course we got on Zoom, talked to some other friendlies. So last night was fun. It was fun. Yeah. A little bit, but I'm not hungover today though, thank God. I think it's because I got 4 Rose whiskey yesterday. So I had a couple of beers, like when we were like eating, I drank like a couple of beers, and then the rest of the night we were just sipping whiskey. So I'm not really hungover at all. I woke up a little fuzzy. That's about it, but I'm good. Are you talking about my shirt? I had this shirt forever. It's a little faded. Harley Quinn is on life support. Oh man, they need to save that fucking show, man. I know it's not on a good service. They need to put it on Max. Put it on HBO Max. Swear to God, if they cancel Harley Quinn, I'm gonna be. Well, yeah, you didn't seem like you were really tipsy yesterday. Molly, on the other hand, was tipsy. You look like you were sober. By the way, I love the channel intro. Yeah, let's try to amp it up a little bit, give it more energy. But I think for the Sunday morning hangover, I should probably do something a little bit. Probably should do it a little bit, a little quieter music. Nothing that's so in your face. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out. I got the next 2 days off. Hey, what's up, Zeke? Thanks, bud. Yeah, I thought I'd go Lantern today. I know a lot of people are talking about Lantern. And I love the fact that it's rumored that Ryan Reynolds. Everybody's talking about Ryan Reynolds coming back to be Jordan in the Snyder Cut. So I think that would be an ultimate power move. That's one of the videos I'm actually going to make. I know a lot of people and I've even seen people. Why are people saying that Sam Benjamin is our Green Lantern? I'm like, no, we've been trying to tell you that he was not Green Lantern in the movie. I think he was just like a soldier or something. I don't know. But as far as I know, yeah, he wasn't in there. But he's leaning into it, just like that one dude that leaned into it for BVS when everybody suspected that he was Green Lantern. Forgot what his name was, Boyer, something like that. Yeah, they're just having fun. Let them lean into it. Sam Benjamin is but he's not. That's the thing. I mean, I've said it time and time again. He wasn't cast for that. I mean, who knows? Who knows, though? The way things are going right now. If Ryan Reynolds is back as Hal Jordan, he better react to Carol Ferris and having a new look. But that's just going to make him Deadpool. That's just going to be like a Deadpool thing. That's like a breaking the fourth wall Deadpool. Yeah, and that's another thing. And if it were to happen, I mean, that would be like the ultimate middle finger to Marvel Studios. It's like, fuck you. You don't want this guy, this A-list actor, blockbuster, well known. Everybody loves the guy. You don't want him in your arsenal. So then guess what? He's going to go have some redemption and get into the green suit. It was Carol Ferris in Man of Steel. Yeah, that was Carol Ferris. And she was also in BVS. She was also in the conference room in BVS. So yeah, that little Easter egg. So, but Ayer confirmed his cut is complete. Yeah, he's still continuing, which is great. I saw that today. He keeps on dropping shit, which I'm gonna do like a complete video of everything that he's been talking about. Yeah, he's just still, people are asking him stuff, and yeah, right here he wrote it in Spanish too. So right here, I'm not even gonna attempt. I'm not gonna try to chime in to my Mexican side and try to say all that. So I'll just translate the tweet to, of course it exists, and hey, look, somebody else is saying it exists, and it is almost complete except for some visual effects. There you go. So there you go. It's complete. He's got a cut. You just need to fix some of those VFX. Yeah, I remember when that was like, you couldn't say that. There's still guys out there that still try to say that I was all against the movement and all against everything. Drinking some black coffee, sir. This is the Sunday morning hangover, so definitely some black coffee. Yeah, wasn't that cool? Yeah, thanks for watching that, guys. That was pretty surreal when all that happened. It was pretty surreal to have Ray on there and talk to him. Really nice dude, really good dude. And at first I was gonna just fight, like, God, my nose is itchy. Got the corona in my nose. No, but at first I was just gonna have Swenson come in and talk for a little bit, but it just seemed like Ray was game for just chilling. So I started inviting everybody in and got a full panel. I was trying to get as many people in as possible, but I can only have six on the panel at a time. But that was a lot of fun. He's a really good dude. Hopefully he'll definitely come on again. I know he was making the rounds. He's been making the rounds lately. He was on the Lightcast stream before he showed up on mine. My Spanish sucks. I'm half Mexican, but I'm terrible. Yeah, I could roll my R's at least. You don't drink? That's fine. That's good. Do you think we will see Darkseid in the Snyder Cut? Yes. At least for 2 minutes. It will be freaking amazing. Yeah, of course we're going to see him in there. Of course. Has said the Ayer Cut could... What? I don't think Garza said it'd be released next week. And if he did, he needs to fucking pump the brakes there, bud. Oh, it could. Okay, so I read it as it's going to be. I was like, what are you doing, Garza? No, it could be. Yeah. Well, obviously not, now that Ayer said that there's some VFX that still need to be done. So again, it's just, we got to be patient as per usual. So, yo, what's up, Ben? Glad you were able to participate in that. Glad I got you in there. It's pretty good. Something to lure over Garza when you stream with him. That's what I'm trying. Yeah, oh yeah, you talk about like my Enya, David Pena, all up in ya, deep in ya. See, I don't need. If I wanted to become a porn star, guys, all I would have to do is just have my first initial and my last name, deep in ya. 100%. Who else can have that shit? That's right. Also, Momoa would probably be more than happy to. Oh my God, that Ray Porter stream was amazing. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun talking to those guys, talking to everybody, and have everybody involved. Off topic. Do you think the Corona circus is exaggeration in the flesh? Human rights, yeah. We need to start fucking. We need to start opening up things again. I know some places are, like Texas and states are opening. Of course, not California. I mean, look at my hair. I'm going to start. The spikiness is going away, guys. It's getting too long. So now I'm going to have to start waving it over. I came very close to having my buddy shave my head last night. I came very close just to like get your buzzers out and let's just buzz my head off. But I had other friendlies that did not want that to happen. I guess I wouldn't look good with a buzz cut. I guess my head is too big, or I don't know, a big fucking egghead. It just wouldn't look good. Oh yeah. You should see some of the shit that Jody's like going off. He's saying that AT&T is held hostage, and he can't accept the new order of things. He can't, and he would, but at the same time, it's like, did he say the same stuff about Fox and Disney and all that stuff? Did he really? Yeah. So I don't know. Comb over? Yeah, okay. Is that what that looks like? A comb over? Thanks. I know I should. I should shave it. Thinking about it. I was very close to having him do that last night. Yeah, there you go. Do a mohawk. That would look good. That would definitely look good. And stuff. All right, so let me get to some of the questions over here. Some people, I had people just, I just tweeted out, asked me some questions on Twitter. Hashtag Sunday Morning Hangover. So let me go ahead and answer those right now, and we'll see the status on the gentlemen that are going to be joining this morning's stream. So let me see here. So Sunday morning. All right, Billy the Goat said, did Snyder really film the same scenes with Terrio's original script and the compromise script so that when the time come, we can use the Terrio version? I don't know what's the basis of that. I'm trying to, because we know that they rewrote the script before they started filming because of the reaction to BVS. So I don't know. I don't think they did that. That would be, no, that doesn't sound like that would, no, I don't think, first off, I don't think Warner Brothers would allow that. And that would just be too much time. And if it was like pretty drastically different, it's not like you could, all the same locations and then you just film different dialogue. So I don't think that's true. That doesn't sound like it's true. So yeah, I don't know about that one. This one just popped in from Kay. Every kiss begins with K. Hey Dave, do you think we could get Ben Affleck back in the DCU with almost no interference? Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Said this opens up a bunch of doors to the future. I mean, I know, like, I still hate it when I see people go like, hey, Warner Brothers, bring Ben Affleck back. It's like, no, it's up to Ben Affleck. It's not up to Warner Media. Don't even say Warner Brothers. This is Warner Media now, guys. Warner Brothers are the ones that were not playing the game, but Warner Media is all for the new way of everything that's going on right now. So it's really up to Ben Affleck. If he wants, I'm willing to bet that they're thinking about it, maybe to have some talks. I don't know. But like we've been saying on the streams, like constantly, is the fact that it's like, yeah, I mean, there's a Batman script just sitting there. They have a Batman script that has Deathstroke as the villain. It's almost a no-brainer to just not do it. I mean, shit. Almost a no-brainer. It's just right there. Oh, you meant... So I guess you're watching, Billy, because now you're saying I meant the Terrio rewrite versus John's rewrite. Oh, okay. So you're talking about... Okay. No, I don't think he did that. I really don't think he did that. I don't think... I didn't hear anything about that, so... Race Evans, yes. Since AT&T tweeted the Jon Stewart gift, do you think we will get Green Lantern and Zack Snyder's Justice League? I mean, for the last I heard about Green Lantern is we of course have the history lesson Green Lantern. But when it came to any other Green Lanterns, there was talks about that whole mid-credit, post-credit scene where they show up at the lake house, at Wayne's lake house, but apparently that was never shot. If part of the additional photography is adding a Green Lantern, then there you go. I haven't heard anything. We know definitely Manhunter, but I haven't heard anything about Green Lantern, not yet. So I hope so. That'd be sweet. And like I said, we were talking about Ryan Reynolds and stuff, so it's always interesting. Let's see. Magnus, he asked, what do you think of a post Zack Snyder Justice League episodic Batfleck show, which each episode being set in Arkham on another floor or area with the final showdown? That sounds awesome. That's a good pitch right there. But I think if they do, well, and look at that, Arkham City is Arkham City is trending, but probably not for the right reasons. That'd be awesome. But I think they would just go with like whatever script that he has. But that story pitch I would be like, green light that. Green light the shit out of that. All right, Surge. Hey, Dave, what are your thoughts on a supposed 20th, May 20th, 2021 date? Happy for the full year to prepare, or hoping it will be sooner? I'd have no problem if it released released the 31st of December 2021, so long as the boss polishes everything exactly. Yeah. I don't want to wait that long. That's a year and a half. But I think a year is a perfect amount of time. I mean, he's been working on it when it comes to like editing and anything else that he could do. I mean, the only thing that really needs to get worked on is the VFX. And then of course getting the score back on there from Junkee. So that needs to happen too. So there's just I can't see it taking too long, but if they, of course, you have the additional shoots, and then of course if he decides to splice in scenes or whatever from the assembly cut, he's got that as well. So nothing wrong with that. BSG, what's going on with additional photography? Yep, I know. I see it out there. Some people are saying, nope, HBO Max said no additional photography. I know Scoopy Pants said that. I don't know why, but Grace, I'm on the side of Grace. I'm on the side of Grace. Because I'm hearing the same things that she's hearing, you know, when it comes to things that are happening right now. I'm hearing similar, and that's not true. Like they're okay with the shoots, but I mean, who knows? Something might happen. Something might happen where they can't get the actors involved or whatever. And it's not even going to be major. The only thing I could tell you about the additional photography, it's not major stuff. It's small. It's going to be, of course, the Manhunter stuff. It's not going to be big, huge set pieces or big, probably not even big fight scenes or anything like that. Who knows? I don't know exactly what it is, but according to my source, it's like they're minimal, you know? It's not going to be anything too crazy. Just stuff that he actually wanted to get. He wanted to do pickups on that Whedon was actually supposed to do. But we all know how that ended up and how that ended up being. Yeah, but okay, yeah, Magnus, you talked about that too. We'll be seeing set in the future. Wait, do you think the new photographer will be now? Now it'll be Manhunter and a couple other things. After all, they have now aged. Now, yeah, but they don't look it though. They don't look like they. I mean, you look at everybody. Do they look like they've aged drastically in 4 years? No. Ben Affleck looks younger, young as shit now, man. He looks younger. Man, he's getting some of that De Armas action. So, David Ayer has confirmed in Spanish that yeah, there you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we got Jeff. HBO Max is a good service for movies like Black Hawk Down. Oh, Black Hawk. I said Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk and The Question. Any other idea exclusives? Well, I mean, it could be anything. You have a Gotham City Sirens on there. Get David Ayer's Gotham City Sirens. You know, Ben Affleck's Batman. Sky's the limit, man. It's a new world order when it comes to stuff like this. So, hey Dave. Considering Zach's idea of making Jalen episodes, do you think if they wanted to continue his Snyder? Yeah, I've always talked about that too. Apparently he's even thought about that as well. Putting the 5-story Superman arc all in graphic novel form. Of course, have it illustrated by Jim Lee. No one else could do that because, well, Jim Lee he's illustrated other things for him before. So, but yeah, I've always considered that. Yeah, we just don't know. And like I said, Rite ain't over. We're still in the mix of it. We got the announcement. That's cool. I know there's some people that still don't like the fact that he might break it up into episodes. And you never know. They might just go like, no, let's just release the whole thing. We'll just have a 4-hour fucking movie, 4-hour plus movie on a service, and we won't break it up. But it just seems like you get more bang for the buck if you do that. And then, of course, you just release the thing all together in a physical form. It just seems like way more bang for the buck, and everybody is happy. Everybody's satisfied. So I don't know. That's just me. How invested do you think Chris Terrio is in release the Snyder Cut? Do you think he would still recognize the script as his own, or would you say it was bastardized enough to sour him on the project. No, I think he'll be all right. I think he was just, at first when everything came out, he was worried that he was never going to get work again. I mean, just to see that butcher, just to see your script get butchered like that on such a high level, a Justice League movie, you get the privilege of doing that. And then he goes over and, and does Rise of Skywalker, and that gets kind of butchered too. Apparently Zach wanted to do additional filming, but HBO Max said he can't now. Don't listen to them. Okay, then we got a couple new ones here. Do you think the budget is higher than reported? I would hope so, just so then he has more to work with. But yeah, I mean, that's what's going around right now is 20 to 30. I mean, which that's exactly what Clay Enos said. I was told 30 to 40. I was told that estimate, but Enos was told 20 to 30. So Enos, I guess Enos, well, of course, he's part of that a little bit more. So, but we'll see. I hope it gets up to 60 plus. So then he can really do some shit like turn back Steppenwolf into the OG Steppenwolf. That's what I'm thinking, Well, thanks there, buddy. Chandra. Appreciate it. All the way from India. Love it. So, all right. I think of enough of the questions right there. Grow a mullet while I still can. It's turning into a mullet. That's for fucking sure. Jeez. And thank you, Connor, for the donation and the kind words. Thanks for loving the channel. Appreciate it. There you are right there. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I really hope that that it can just be easily done. It's still going to cost like probably a couple few mil to do it. But I'm really hoping that they actually can do it. And it sounds like Snyder is game for that, and everybody else is, of course, too. So but if it can't be worked out in the budget, then I'm all about just like, okay, I'm okay with like the other Steppenwolf design. But yeah. Do you think that with Affleck returning, he will have any toll on Pattinson's Batman movie? Nah, I don't think so. No, we can have 2 Batman movies. I just couldn't believe when Comic Book Cast posted that video saying that Pattinson was fired and Ben Affleck was fully coming back. I just couldn't believe that. Because sometimes they do those stupid like trolly, jokey kind of videos, and then they they're like, oh, we're just kidding, we're just trolling, trying to be funny. But apparently they were serious, which just shows that they're just going down that road of becoming we got this covered of YouTube. Sorry, I gotta plug in my laptop. But yeah, it's just we can have. I mean, that's what's gonna be awesome. Is like we're gonna have 2 fucking Batmans in 2021. I'm so excited for that. So excited. I mean, being a Batman fan next year is gonna be awesome. God knows what other Batman stuff we're gonna be getting as well too. He's just trolling, Ryan. He's just trolling. Pattinson is just a big troll. He's fine. I saw like apparently the workout community, YouTube community, got pissed off too. Like the big muscle guys, they were like calling him out for being like a pussy and shit like that because he wasn't working out. And I'm like, come on, he's trolling you guys. Yeah. Apparently Jody and Signor, they have a shirt called "Reject the Snyder Cult." This is how badly these guys are taking it. This is how bad that crow is in their mouth right now, in their mouths, is they went ahead and put this, which is fine. I would say just ignore it though, guys. We got to just start ignoring it. We got to start ignoring some of that. I mean, obviously when I do my videos, I'm going to have to comment about some of that, but don't even worry. They're just fucking, they got the bad taste of crow in their fucking mouths right now. And yeah, that's all they're doing. They're just trying to redeem. I don't know what the hell, what the end game is. It's like, dude, you guys are wrong. You guys admitted that, but now you're just leaning hard and trying to spin things to make yourselves look better. It's really quite sad. It's really sad. I mean, Jody's having a fucking meltdown. He is having a fucking meltdown, which is kind of funny. Signor at least is trying to talk to people and stuff. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a Blu-ray. I'm sure. All right, I'm going to start inviting these guys in here. I know, like, with the time difference, it was kind of difficile because one of them is in the UK. So I'm going to start sending. Okay. And then Nick. So there we go. Bring those guys on. Yeah, you guys know one of them, Ascended Ancient. But yeah, they're the guys who worked on the redubbing of the trailer with our beautiful voices. My sexy Batman voice. So I thought, oh, well, bring them on, talk about some shit, talk about that. And then, of course, they're going to be doing the second trailer, which I just sent the audio over to them yesterday. Not as many lines in the second trailer, which I was like, sweet, this won't take that long. So, yeah, so the second one doesn't have that many, but I think the second time around was a lot easier. And I think after a week of talking into this microphone, and especially the night before the vodka stream, my voice was kind of hoarse a little bit. So it added a little more grizzle, like a little more deepness into my Batfleck voice. So that's up in the air, man. Everybody was like looking at Ryan Reynolds to come back. And you know what? I like that. I like the idea. And I'm going to do an entire video about it, of why it would be like the ultimate power move. You know, it would just, there's so many different things that would be, that is just absolutely fantastic about that. Whoop, what's going on? Oh, there we go. We got somebody popping in. All right. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Mr. Nicotina. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Oh, wait.
How you doing? Uh-oh. Don't lose me.
I'm here.
Okay. Can you see? You're having problems with like the video feed or something?
There we go.
Okay, you're good. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, just making sure. So what's going on, Nick? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Nice hat, by the way. Fellow Giants fan.
I know, right?
House. So I mean, it was almost destined. It was like, okay, cool. I'm glad. Where are you located, Nick?
I'm in Northern California.
So you are?
Yeah, I'm up in the mountains. Past Santa Rosa, just way up there.
Just way up there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, so you're definitely in the area where you should be a Giants fan. See, it sucks being a Giants fan in Southern California because everything is Dodgers. Everybody is a Dodgers fan. Like I got neighbors.
Everybody is.
Yeah, I got neighbors that are all Dodgers fans. We all bust each other's balls. Like one of the dudes, I don't know his name. I call him Dodgers. He calls me Giants fan. You know, so I'm like, I don't even remember what this guy's name is, but we just see each other. He goes, "What's up, my Giants fan?" And I'm like, "What's up, Dodgers?"
Well, that's the thing too, is that a lot of Dodgers fans, you know, they'll be like, "Oh, you guys haven't been doing that well lately," you know. And I'm like, "Hey, well, you know what? I'll take the 3 championships in 5 years." And they go, "Oh, well, that's all you have." I was like, "What do you guys have? Back-to-back losses in the World Series?"
That's like, yeah, I know. And I work with younger people, and I'll always pull out this one when they're Dodger fans. I'm like, "Were you even born when the Dodgers won their last fucking World Series?" I don't think so.
Seriously,
88. Come on. So I know, but it's funny too because I always root for the Dodgers. I root for the Dodgers when they make it into the playoffs. I'll root for them because my dad's a Dodgers fan. You know,
well, you live down there too, so
yeah. So I'll support the NL West. You know, I'll do that. Just same thing. You know, when the Giants were making their runs, my dad was like totally all about it. You know, but during the season though, we always have our bets every time the Dodgers and the Giants play. You know, best out of 3 or whatever the hell, whoever wins the series, we have a $20 bet. And then it just sucks because that's not happening right now.
No, nothing is happening. The only thing that's happening right now is the Snyder Cut. I mean, man, exactly. How about a week,
At least we have that. And yeah, we could talk about that. So what were your thoughts for this week? I mean, I saw you in the live chat. I know we chatted a little bit through DM, but how did it all feel for you this week?
Oh my God. So I was live streaming with Ascended Ancient and Dave Dodgers and a few others. And, we were just freaking out. I mean, afterwards with the live stream and, for the most part, we were just silent, just staring at each other like, all right. Yeah. Because it was unbelievable. I mean, all this time, everything that we've worked for, everything that we wanted, it's just happening. And I've said it before. I really feel like that Warner Media just set a new flashpoint. And they just resetting the DCEU.
They kind of did.
Yeah. And then, with Justice League Dark Apocalypse, I feel like they kind of planted that seed of it's time to set a new flashpoint. And I'm hoping that they stick with it and they stay the course and not do what they did last time. But, that's a whole nother
Yeah, I mean,
topic.
it's a different company too. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's what I kind of keep telling people is like Warner. And everybody's like Warner. I'm like, it's just, and even when it comes to like the meltdowns that are happening over in the corner of Jody, when he's talking about AT&T is taking Warner Brothers hostage, Warner Brothers hates it. I'm like, yeah, they probably do, because they were trying to, for 2.5 years, they're trying to bury the movie because they don't want anything to do with it. And now that AT&T and Warner Media are all about it, and this is like kind of our new way of life. It's all about streaming now. It's going to streaming, so they are 100% backing this. This is why you don't hear anything from Warner Brothers. I mean, the hierarchy right now, and I'll say it again, is Warner Brothers, Warner Media, AT&T. Okay, simple as that. And look what AT&T has been doing. Whoever's running that marketing right now, their Twitter feed. I mean, they're constantly just replying to people. And it's just great to see because I mean, like, in what I've always said before is like, we got to a point where everything kind of plateaued and it was like, where do we take this whole thing? We can't just be tweeting, anymore. We got to like take it to the next level. We got to do some other stuff. And I know there was campaigns happening, and sometimes I was like, okay with the campaigns, but sometimes I was like, I'm not going to be part of that campaign. But by all means, anybody do whatever campaign you guys want. If you want to try to further this thing, it's whatever. My whole thing was trying to, take it into reality. That's why Justin and I did that one thing at D23. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything huge. It was a long day, but it still made the point. And, we got some good footage, and I know I still get a shit from that, from the louder side of the fandom, but it was something. But as soon as Snyder did his whole thing in November, I mean, that just kind of like skyrocketed. And then we were just way up here. It's mainstream. Everything's cool. Now it's just only a matter of time. And I don't think they're gonna pull out on this. They're 100% backing it. So I don't.
No, they should not pull out. They should just stay in there, stay
in there, and fill that thing up. Oh,
hey, that's it. Just fill it up with DC content on HBO Max. And I don't know, Dave. I mean, I kind of feel like this might be a shift where maybe you start to see the theaters become just a home for big budget movies, and everything else just goes to streaming. Because I feel like. I mean, I love going to the movies and all, but I mean, not everyone wants to drop what? How much is it now to go to a movie?
To go to a movie? Well, I mean, like, it could be like it could be like a $12, $13 ticket, and then anything else that you want to get is always expensive.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is, there's that aspect of it, because it's funny. It's funny, the psychological aspect to it all is when people when they started dropping new movies for VOD. And people were like, $25. What the hell? I'm not going to pay that much to just watch a movie, like rent a movie. But I'm like, well, think about it. If you were to go to the movies, you have to drive there. And if you buy 2 tickets, I mean, if they're at $12, $13 a piece, you're already past $25 or $24, $25. And then if you want to get a beer, if they serve beer, that's going to be something, popcorn, anything. You're going to have a bigger bill. You're only renting it once, watching it in your own home for like $20. It's just funny because people don't think like that. They just see the price and go, I'm not going to pay for that. I'm like, yeah, but if you add everything up with going to the movies, you're going to be paying twice or 3 times that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can watch the movie however you want to in your pajamas, butt naked. It doesn't matter. You have food, you have drinks, you can do whatever you want. And so it's really all about comfort, really. And really, everything's being geared towards staying at home, especially now with the whole quarantine. Yeah, man, this thing's driving me crazy. But
I know I'm getting tired of it too. But let's see. Well, dropped in and thought, oh, thank you, Mr. Swenson. No, but what was I going with? Oh yeah, Christopher Nolan, for instance. Now everybody's wondering what's happening with Tenet. I want to see it on the big screen, but then all of a sudden they drop the newest trailer on Fortnite. Like, what the hell? I was like, what? I'm like, is he just like testing new waters now? Is he finally giving in? Because I mean, Christopher Nolan he's a proponent for old style cinema. That's why he releases his movies on 70 millimeter. And he wants to have that grain. He wants to have the cigarette burn for every time the reel gets changed, which I love that too. I love that aspect of it too. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, you can't help what's happening right now. You can't help with the whole pandemic, and people are just not going to flock back to the movie. I'm going to. As soon as they open it up, I'm there. But there's people that are like, nah, not until there's a vaccine or
coronavirus.
And even if they open them back up, they're only going to be like half capacity. Everybody's going to have to sit away from each other. It's going to be still very strange.
Oh yeah. No, if it reopens, I'm definitely going to go. I mean. Yeah. I'm what you call an essential worker right now. So I'm at work every single day. I'm around people, and at this point now, it's like if I haven't gotten it yet, then I don't know what I'm doing right. But
What do you do?
I work for a retail giant.
Oh, a retail giant. You can't say who or what.
I'm sure you can guess who it is.
Oh, is it
C? It ends with an O.
the what?
I said it starts with a C and ends with an O.
Sorry. Oh, Costco.
Maybe, you know.
Okay. All right. We'll just leave it at that. That's perfectly fine.
We'll do the cryptic Zack Snyder style.
Exactly.
You never know. It's out of my control. Oh, that was the other thing too. When he did the big reveal, and she had asked him about releasing the Snyder Cut, and he goes, unfortunately, that's out of my control. I can't show you the film. My heart just like sank. I was like, there's no way we're gonna go through all this, and it's not gonna happen. I mean,
there's no way.
I got depressed for a second. Everyone's panicking in like the chat line, like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, I was too. And then finally he released it, and I basically just like crapped my pants, and I screamed hell loud. My kids freaked out. My wife and kids left. So,
and sorry guys, somebody just mentioned that I misspelled like when I wrote out Film Junkee, it says Ilm Junkee. I forgot the F. So if you guys saw that, I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off, but somebody just made but no, you're right. Like you guys already heard the story of me. I was working, sadly. And I was in like the work vehicle. Oh shit, don't do that. That's going to make it. Okay. So I guess I can't really finish. Sorry. Trying to fix it right now.
What were the odds on that too? That of all the days you had to work, it had to be.
Dude, I thought it was written in the stars. At first, I was like, "It's written in the stars that this is happening right now," because it's like, "Oh yeah, this is all starting when I'm going to be out of work and I'll be able to cover the shit out of this thing and do whatever." And then all of a sudden, I get called in, and I knew that was going to happen. I was like, I had a feeling. As soon as I started the live show on Tuesday, I just hit me. I was like, "Oh, I wonder if," and there was the text. I'm like, "Damn it."
It was my blowing up too. I remember I DM'd you because I felt bad too. I was like, man, it sucks you're at work, dude. And then the fact that you were telling me or telling us that you're driving in the car and they have a camera that they can see you if you're on your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even worse because your hands up.
Exactly. Well, basically, it's a camera that it's not on all the time, but if you hit like a bump and you shake the car, it turns on because like if there's like an accident and the car like jolts, it has like a gyroscope in it. And then it'll record. It'll go back 20 seconds, and it'll record for 20 seconds.
And it's like you like this, like, oh my god.
Yeah, but if you have your phone in your hand, you could get suspended. So like when I was driving there, I just kind of like luckily it was Bluetooth, so I had to change the settings so the screen wouldn't turn off because you can't just have audio play through the video on Vero. And so I was just listening to it, but then sometimes it would cut out, or I was trying to look at like my maps because where I was going, so it was kind of a pain in the ass. But I was listening. I would listen to probably about a half an hour of him talking about Man of Steel, which I'll probably go back one of these days and just sync it up, turn it on, and listen to the entire thing. But when it came to him announcing, I mean, first off, Cavill joining, that was like, I mean, even though like I was told that, but I was like, well, that seems a little far-fetched. But at the same time, I was all, that'd be the ultimate power move for Cavill because obviously he didn't say anything back in November. People were wondering what the hell. And I even said, oh, he's in a tough position. A lot of people were like, no, he's in a tough position. Some people just, casted him out into the cornfield. Now they're all kissing his ass, which is, of course, it's just logical. I get it. Yeah. But, when I heard that was the case, and then I flipped it back on real quick. I'm like, well, there he is. He's on there. I'm like, this shit's happening. Like he must. My first thought when I saw Cavill on there is, he got his movie. He got his movie. They're not going to announce it today. That was the other rumor. Like, they're going to announce it on the live stream too. I'm like, why would they do that when they announce?
No, it's too much.
Yeah, you got to save that for another day. That's got to be about Cavill. Hopefully, he could do something cool where he announces it and gets his day in the sun. And I'm sure Snyder already knows about it, probably already knows like all the logistics of it. And I know Snyder will drop something on Vero, something congratulating him. So that'll be cool. But I thought Snyder, when he says, well, I have this, I thought he was going to show a trailer.
Well, I thought about that too. But then I thought about how is he going to show it? Is he going to turn his iPad around or whatever that was and show it on that screen? Yeah. The sound would be all kind of, just be like, oh my God. Even though I mean, of course I would have watched that. I would have replayed it over and over again. I don't care how crappy it would have looked, but Yeah, it was either going to be a trailer or something like that. But either way, I'm just super excited that it's finally coming. And the funny thing is that when you think about what Warner Media, HBO Max, however you want to put it, what they're doing with this, how they're basically going back, redoing Zack Snyder's Justice League the right way, and what it sounds like is that they're going to redo Suicide Squad for the air cut, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
And they do both of those. And then, they're doing this mass marketing campaign where they want us to tweet out, release a Snyder Cut and being all fan friendly. The funny thing about all that is that if any one of us was put in charge of that company, that's the first thing I would have done.
Yeah. Just throw it out there.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we have to do exactly what take us to movies, reset the timeline, get everybody on board with this. Because it makes sense. I mean, you gear your movies towards your fan base. You want your fan base to return to not only your product, but to, your brand. And the fact that they weren't even doing that in the first place, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. The movies they're putting out, I mean, like, I actually like Shazam. Birds of Prey was all right, but there was just no continuity to anything.
Didn't feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah. It just felt very broken. I mean, I would say Shazam had more continuity than any other because at least they had references.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the Batarang and the.
Yeah. It felt like it existed in that movie, but Birds of Prey just felt like he was trying to get away from all that as quickly and as much as possible. Like just the way that they go over like the Joker breaking up scene and how it plays out. I watching that for the second time. I still like it. There's a lot of like the police station scene. I love it. I love Margot Robbie. There's just a lot of entertaining, and not even the final act and everything. That whole thing. But just a lot of things to get there. I thought it was kind of messy and just the way it was. All right, we got Mr. Ascended Ancient has made it. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here. How are you doing?
There he is.
How's it going, buddy?
Sorry, I don't have a camera, but I'm here.
So we don't get to see that pretty face.
I'm sorry. I do have a laptop, but that's kind of a shitty cam. So
yeah, it's okay.
If I do show myself, I'll make sure it's the best quality that you can get.
Well, you got that sexy accent going for you, so at least we have
Thank
that.
You. I get a lot of that from Americans.
I think, it's funny when we could start talking about the trailer, a lot of people were like, wow, a Barry Allen with an accent like that. And it synced up very well too. So it just like to hear that come out of Ezra Miller's mouth was it was at first it was like, what? But then you watch it again, it's like, wow, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Well, with the accent.
Yeah, I get that from a lot of Americans. They're like, oh, me and Krypton, we were doing a live stream on Twitch just because we were bored. Yeah. And someone came in, they were like, hey, who is that? Who has the smooth British voice?
Yeah.
And I was like, that would be me.
Yeah, that's just normal for you. That's just your voice. Yeah, we're when we hear it, we get all like, whoa, do you hear that? Hear that accent? And we get all crazy about
That's
it.
A Brit.
Yeah, but did you guys got the audio for the second one, right? From me?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You guys, okay.
Oh, you did. I haven't checked my email, but I think we were waiting on you. And to be honest, I haven't done my lines either. I wanted to try and do an American accent.
No, keep the accent. No, keep your original
accent. Yeah, it makes it more international.
I would love to do like Alfred.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that would work.
Bruce.
Yeah,
I could have.
Well, you guys got to figure out who's going to do Gordon because Gordon's in the second trailer.
We have somebody already.
Okay, good. I figured you did.
We've been at work, but when we do the whole Batman line, when I was actually thinking we might do. I haven't spoken to Nick about this, but I was thinking that we might do the BVS trailers, just because I want to say the lines. Tell me. Do you bleed? Just that.
Just for that. That's all. That's what it all comes down to.
It's a good line to say. That's for sure. Okay. You guys got my audio. I know you were waiting on me, and I apologize. It was just such a crazy week.
Oh yeah.
I had to find time to do it, and then I was like, and then I realized I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I don't have as many lines in this one. So it actually it only took me about 20 minutes or so. And
the first one was pretty much all you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty much all me. And I was like, I took my time with that. I think it took me like almost an hour and a half because I was just trying to get that grizzled little, there's a stranger, kind of stuff. And with this one, it wasn't as for some reason my voice was, I think, just from talking the night before, it had that already like that deep growl to it. So it sounds good, hopefully. So when can we expect the second trailer?
So our sound technician is Mr. Krypton Caged.
Okay.
I hope there's not a lot of background audio. My neighbors are going crazy today. But I will send it over to Krypton Cage. Krypton Cage, this is his field. He's a DJ. He knows how to do it. He knows how to do an amazing job. So I think I was waiting on you and me being lazy. So when I'm done with mine, I'll send it pretty much all over to him, and he'll get it sorted.
Okay. Well, he upgraded the Batman voice too.
Yeah,
so he just made improvement to it. So it's going to be even better. I mean, it sounds just like him now. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure what, like, the first time around, I was like, should I tweak the voice or should they? And I was like, nah, I think they could do that. They can handle all that.
Yeah.
But I thought about like doing it myself, but I decided, I was like, nah, I think you guys had it.
Oh, it worked out well in the end. Yeah, Krypton did a great job on that. And Liz Wonder, mate, hold on. She sounds just like her. She looks just like her. Yeah. I was saying to Nick that maybe at some point, she was mixed up. She was twins. They were twins. Maybe one of them got
separated at birth. I know. She does look exactly like her.
She looks just like her. That's crazy.
She sounds like her. I was like, what? And I said that to her. I was like, something's wrong here. You shouldn't be this similar to one another.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get her on the vodka stream. I'm not sure where she's located at. I don't know if you guys know that.
But she's in Florida. I know that.
Florida? Okay. So she's 3 hours ahead. I'll figure it out, but I'm gonna try to get her on like a stream.
She won't. Never mind. Never mind.
It's funny, like the way this whole thing came together. I was in my kitchen making breakfast for myself and my kids, and then I thought about like just sort of casting a bunch of us as characters, and as the Justice League. And so I just thought, that'd be kind of cool. I'm just gonna do it, and so I did it, and people started liking it. And then
I remember that tweet, and people were like, "That would be awesome." And I even thought, "Yeah, that's kind of cool." And then when you guys presented it, I was like, "That's actually a pretty cool idea."
And to be honest, when it came to Batman, my first choice obviously was Dave Pena. There was nobody else. I knew if I can lock down Dave, this is going to be a blockbuster. And originally, I was going to put. I wanted to get Chris Wong as Cyborg because I thought he would just sound so funny doing that. Yeah. But we got Dave Dodgers to do it, and he sounded amazing. I said it obviously he was the first one to jump on board, and he was the Flash too. So it kind of like just kind of came together, just like the
league,
league version.
Yeah.
But
like when you approached it, when you guys asked me about it, I was like, I just kind of thought, that sounds like actually pretty fun. See how that turns out, and it turned out pretty damn good. Like, I'm actually anxious to see what the newer one sounds like because there's more dialogue from everybody else. not just with everything that's part of that trailer. I mean, that's a big trailer. The first one was more of like, hey, here's a little tease of what this is going to be all about. But this was like the first like big Comic-Con traitle, right? Was it the Comic-Con trailer or second Comic-Con?
No, that was the Comic-Con one, the first one that came out.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, but I was just thinking now because we know that Zach's gonna make another trailer.
Yeah,
so that could be our third.
Hey, there you go. That's very true. I'm wondering when we're gonna see that trailer because obviously he of course went on Vero and did his course cryptic emoji stuff, and when somebody asked about the OG Steppenwolf. And as far as I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, it's always going to be a possibility. It really depends on the budget, in my opinion, because it's not. I know some people just think you could just automatically just hit. Oh yeah, just open up the file, put it on there, 3D render, you're good.
We got just like this, boom, boom, boom.
It's just easy. No, it's not. I mean, it costs money. I mean, look what happened with Sonic. I mean, when they had to revert back to what they originally had, like the design. I mean, it costs like $5 million. I don't know. Was it $5 million? Something like that. A couple, maybe even more, and they had to postpone it because it just takes time. So if the trailer comes out like next week, I would think maybe it would have the OG one, or maybe it won't have Steppenwolf at all. It would just be all league stuff. And I don't know. But if he holds it for a little bit, it would give me the impression that possibly that the OG Steppenwolf is coming back. And I'm sure you guys are on board for that. Everybody's pretty much on board for seeing the OG.
Oh, yeah. I think he has to. I mean, they have to let him go back and do it the way he wanted to do it. Because otherwise, if you're just changing some of the scenes around and adding a few scenes here and there, it's going to be great. But to allow him to have his full vision is going to be just epic.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting year for sure. That's why I titled today's show like Right Ain't Over, because I mean, yeah, as much as we won and we're now over that hump, now we got to just savor the ride to get to this thing. And there's going to be, stuff, narratives and shit. It's already coming back. It's already, we're already seeing it out there. But I mean, that's what's going to be kind of fun about this too, is just everybody, just all the content. I mean, all the live streaming and all the videos that are coming out with all this, and it's gonna be just gonna be pretty crazy. It's kind of reminding me of like back when BVS came out and all that, the divisiveness there. But I think there's just so much hype with this and so many people on board that it's a different kind of ball game. I mean, it's just crazy how everything is right now.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I think. Guarantee by the end of next month we'll get a trailer, but something tells. I just have this feeling that he might do it by the end of this month, just because I would want to really keep that thing, the hype going. Yeah. And to be honest, he might feel that the fans deserve it. Yeah, because someone said that why are they announcing it this soon? Because HBO Max isn't out. I was like, bro, it's been 2.5 years. How much? What do you mean too soon? So if they did announce it soon, if they did show something soon, by then maybe alongside HBO Max. I don't think that's soon. Maybe on the 30th or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but definitely by the end of next month. So expect it soon.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't say soon if it was like 2 months out.
Yeah, true.
And for HBO Max too, HBO Max has to be able to advertise. I mean, they got to make this even bigger. Yeah. And so by giving us a trailer, it's just going to keep us locked in.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it's just okay. I have a picture saying HBO Max 2021, but to have some kind of trailer, I don't even care if it's like a 10-second trailer. I'm gonna love it. Something
we haven't seen.
A slideshow. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah. 30-second promo would hit that sweet spot.
Yeah, hit that. So yeah. Well, I mean, I've always heard. I heard from my source last year that he has a trailer cut, and it was like, what do you do after that? Yeah. Like I've said it many times, like just drop it usually on a stream or something.
Dave, I'm gonna stop you right there. The trailer doesn't exist.
Okay, there it is.
It's a pipe dream.
It
doesn't exist.
It's not. It's a rough cut.
It's an assembly trailer.
Aren't done.
Yeah,
assembly trailer.
It's an assembly trailer. No, but I mean, I always heard that.
There.
Yeah. But I just wonder, like, if he it is tweaking it, and like I said, it's all the OG Steppenwolf thing. Who knows when it comes to all that? But one thing I actually wanted to ask you, Mr. Ascendant Ancient, you were the very one that leaked out some footage around Thanksgiving of 2017. I remember specifically Thanksgiving because, sir, you kind of ruined my dinner, but in a good way, because I remember I was at my Nana's house and family was all there, and all of a sudden my phone starts blasting like, "Did you see this? Did you see this?" And all of a sudden I'm seeing all these videos of Cyborg and just videos of all that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So you care to talk about that a little bit there?
I will tell you why I did it, and I think we will have to thank Marvel for this one.
Oh,
so. Before I did leak the
Ancient Ascendant, he's a Marvel shill, guys. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, I will. You know what? I grew up on DC. I love DC because, I haven't seen anything like until Iron Man came out. I didn't really even know about Marvel that much. I knew they existed. We all knew about Hulk and Spider-Man and all that, but I really didn't care about it. It's just they developed something that was so small into something huge. And so when I had stuff in possession that I found in a bathroom that someone left there, the first thing I leaked wasn't DC. It was Infinity War. That was the first thing that I put out, if you don't know. And
I'm trying to remember, what exactly was it?
There was a lot of stuff that I put out. There was a whole fight between Captain America and...
That's right. You did that. Yes, and himself.
Yeah.
Or was it Endgame? You did Endgame? Was it Endgame or Infinity War?
Infinity War.
Okay.
An amazing film.
Okay.
Endgame.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And so I think the comments on that were like, oh, you're just... you're doing this on purpose because you work for Marvel. And I think me doing that stuff did generate a lot of hype for Marvel at that point, just because people were so starved for it. And it was quite annoying because they weren't. I had those stuff for quite a while. And so I was like, it wasn't for the fame. It was like, because I'm so famous right now. But it was just, I had to show it. It was just some cool stuff. And I just wanted to share it. And so, when I put those stuff out, people were like, you're working for Marvel, you're Tom Holland, you're Mark Ruffalo. I was like, yeah, right, I wish. And then so I was like, all right, you guys think I'm this? Cool. Watch this. So I just leaked a bunch of, everything I had for Cyborg and the Flash.
Yeah.
So that's how that came out. And I think we owe it to Marvel.
So we can, we can owe it to Marvel. So there you go, guys. Unity, Marvel, DC. There you go. That's what it is.
So
go for it. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say something, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So it happened because of the Marvel fanboys, and I would say that I was a Marvel fanboy at one point.
Yeah.
But I think until like BVS, Man of Steel, that was 2013, right?
Yeah.
And in 2016 we had BVS. So they had quite
a gap.
A gap, and we've had 5 years between BVS and this new film that's coming out.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much everything was pretty much dominated by Marvel, and so how could you not love what they were doing? But the thing about Marvel films is that and I think what's the director's name? He did he was saying everything's like a theme park ride and whatnot.
Oh, Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese, right? Yeah. And I get that on some level, because if you look at the fight scene in BVS at the end where Wonder Woman joins in, that entire fight scene, I've seen it too many times, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Zack, he's an actual artist. If a lot of people will say, I do art, artistic stuff. I direct because I like this kind of stuff. I like to express and whatnot. But if you look at what Zack does, everything he does is basically art.
Yeah, he definitely has the unique sense. And I mean, when it comes to these movies, it's like, I'm all for fan service, but don't just be like in your face, like, hey, remember this, do it in a creative way. That's why, like, when I mean, in BVS, the ultimate fan service was Wonder Woman, like, pretty much saving Batman's ass, her entry. But that turned out to be like the best entrance ever in a CBM ever. I mean, with the music and the way it all played out, it was just, you almost sensed, like, I mean, I think you even see like a behind the scenes stuff when you see him just like holding like the prompter or whatever the hell when she does her little thing like that, and he's just like, he just sees it. I mean, everything's green all around and it's like, it's weird, but he just sees exactly what this is going to be. Oh, yeah. He probably already had in his mind, we're gonna have some kind of rockin' score when she, I'm sure they were already working on things. And I mean, my God, it's so beautiful.
That scene, I remember seeing that in the theaters. Right?
Yeah.
Even now, I'm just so hyped by it.
Oh, yeah.
That shot when she comes in with the and she does the whole arm thing and the music starts playing.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's absolute gold. And I think my favorite shot in any film ever, this is a big thing to say, it's the shot between Superman and Doomsday with the eyes, and it's all that red dust going everywhere. That's easily my
that's a work of art.
Yeah, I mean, that whole fight scene is so epic, and it's so much bigger than anything that the MCU has put out. I mean, they put out some really good fight scenes. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it was such on a bigger scale because the three of them were so powerful. And even when Wonder Woman did her first jump attack at Doomsday, how she just all of a sudden goes back and then she just she just takes off. And then, like, it has the sound effects of like the rocks, hitting her shield, and it was just so incredible, so incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about. I'm all about the fan service. I dig it. But just be creative with it. Don't just be like, just do it, just to do it. Be creative with it. I'm not saying that everything in Marvel when they do a fan service thing, like it's all shit. But sometimes, it could just be like, okay, yeah, we saw that coming. There wasn't anything unique about that. We knew that was going to happen. I mean, okay, we're going back to the leaked footage. I mean, like I said, I was at my Nana's house. It was a Saturday evening. we're about, we were about to eat, and like I'm literally like over in the chair, just like going, what the hell? And I'm talking to like, I think I was talking to Colbert, I was talking to, everybody going, where did all this come from? What the hell is going on with all this? And I'm like, is it legit? I like sent it to my source. He goes, oh yeah, that's shit. Yeah, that's definitely all legit. And it was madness, pure madness. Even people were like, what are you doing? Why are you on your phone over here in the corner? I'm like, it's work stuff. I just said that. I was like, it's work stuff. Leave me alone. It's good. But I mean, it really,
bathroom,
yeah. I mean, when it comes to finally seeing all that, I mean, I think out of all that footage, I think I'm probably most excited to see the Barry Allen and Iris scene, because that just looks like it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
In the to finally see Zack Snyder show the goddamn Speed Force. I'm watching the second 300 is on TV right now, but before that, the first 300, and of course, Snyder. Yeah, Snyder. He created a cinematic language, just like what James Cameron said with 300. Now everybody mimics the shit out of this, and I'm okay with the sequel, but they kind of overdo it, and they're trying to like be as Zack Snyder as possible, but it just doesn't feel as
in 300.
The second 300.
Yeah.
So that, I know he produced it. Of course, he didn't direct it. So like, but I'm just like, I was watching some of it before I went live, and I'm like, got just slow motion stuff everywhere. I'm like, you got to use it in a specific way, and that's what Snyder does. So the fact that he's gonna be doing the Speed Force, where everything is like slowing down except for Barry, and even moments where he's slowed down, I'm really, I think that's one of the biggest things I'm really looking forward to. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then his ability, this scene where he's going to go back in time and save the Justice League, things like that they're adding on to this movie. But it still goes to show you that like there's so many cool scenes in this movie. Yeah. So at what point did they say, you know what, let's cut that all out. Let's go ahead and read. I mean, like I still don't understand how they could have just cut so much of this out and made what they did. It was such a horrible movie when it came out. And I was in denial like you were. I saw it and I was like, yeah, no, this was good.
That's moments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. It was kind of funnier, that's cool. And then it just sort of fizzled away, each time I saw it. And it was just, the opening scene with Superman and the mouth. I remember thinking, I just thought, what's going on? What is this? I thought maybe that was a joke, and it was supposed to be serious. So
nope. What about you, Ancient?
So I forgot what you were saying. What was the first thing you said?
I was asking, like, what are you guys mainly looking forward to seeing? Like, and my whole thing with that footage, I'm like, we're gonna finally see the Speed Force from Zack Snyder.
So I think I think Barry had the least amount of anything in the film. Yeah. They meet him, they say, hey, hi, nice to meet you, join my gang. Cool, okay. And that's about it. And he's in it. But even with Cyborg, you get to know a bit about his background where
he got really
hiding away and
he got really cheesed. Fisher and Cyborg.
Oh yeah.
God.
And the thing is, Ezra Miller's already somewhat famous, but
Fisher.
Ray Fisher isn't really like that,
Yeah.
And it's funny because he said when on his live stream after Zach's, he said that, and this one was actually kind of cool because he said the first time he saw his scenes that with VFX done somewhat was through my leaks. And I was like, oh wow, because he hadn't seen anything until that point. So when I first went into his Twitch chat when he first started doing the live streams, he was like, are you the real estate ancient? He's like, you could just be using his name on there. I'm like, no, it's me. And back to what you were saying about 300 and the slow motion. My friend Chris, he says that Zack Snyder does the only versions of like slow motion that is good.
Yes, he, like I said, he created a language with it. The way that he utilizes it. Anytime now that you watch a movie that has to do with dudes with swords and shields and whatever the hell and spears, everybody tries to mimic 300, and it just doesn't work most of the time. And when you watch 300 and you see how he utilizes the slow motion and how he plays the camera, it's just it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and that's why I want to see that being injected into, Speed Force type stuff, which we already kind of saw, because they did leave that at least in the theatrical cut when he goes and he bumps Wonder Woman's sword. That The
that was
only
beautiful.
thing is we didn't hear the Junkee XL score with it. We
Mhm.
heard the Elfman score with it. So I'm like, I want to know what that all feels like and sounds like together too.
You, Elfman.
Yeah.
But even though I say Barry, I also just realized something a minute ago. There's a shot in the leaks where Barry runs to Iris and she's in a car crash, right? But she drives into a hot dog truck.
Yeah.
I just realized now. So everything
Uh-oh.
is lining up. Chris Wong and hot
Yeah,
dogs.
seriously.
Zach talking about hot dogs in his live stream. There was hot dogs there. This has been a conspiracy.
I know.
Hot dog companies.
I think I'm gonna go through the live stream and pick out when he mentions vodka. And,
Yeah, he did the vodka drops. He did or mentions that is, and then the hot dog. I thought that was all coordinated with you guys. I was like, oh my god, they're in on this too.
I didn't hear
It's
anything
amazing.
about it.
I was like, no wonder why he's not there. He's probably with him.
Oh man, I wish. And all of a sudden I show up like, hey guys, I'm here. Sit right next to him and Debbie. That would have been freaking sweet. That would have been a nice little I have to work, guys. Yeah.
Rubbing his shoulders.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We doing this, buddy? We doing this?
Coffee?
Yeah. What else you want? Yeah.
So I was gonna say that I think I'm most excited to see Cyborg stuff.
Yeah.
His shots with the grenade, with the nukes, and just getting into the mindscape. All of those shots are so amazing. And the one where he looks to his right and he sees his mom and dad, that is one of my favorite shots. And I want to see him, just as a regular guy, because we didn't get that with him.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
It was very rushed.
All the way.
It was very rushed, and it was like, he's just basically all we got was, okay, you're this cyborg thing, and it sucks. That's all we got is it sucks apparently, but we don't get to the core of why things led to where it did and everything. And and Snyder has mentioned many times that he's the heart of the movie. Very much the heart of the movie, which you could see because we're going to get his entire backstory. We're going to see essentially both his parents get offed in the movie throughout the movie. So I mean, it's just like, it's going to be, those scenes are probably going to be pretty grueling and I think Fisher will show his chops. I mean, he already kind of has, but I think with those more dramatic scenes, we're going to see more of his chops and more stuff that he could put in his resume. So then people could start, contacting him for more roles, because like I said, everybody else is already pretty established, but Fisher was like the unknown kid. I mean, Ezra Miller somewhat, but he's got a whole other franchise, so he doesn't have to worry too much about the effects that Justice League had, and neither did anybody else. But Fisher, man, I felt really bad for all.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. But even Ezra Miller, he was somewhat known because he done the Flowers film with Emma Watson, right? That's her name. I don't remember the film's name, but he was somewhat known, and he's already now into the Harry Potter world now. But Ray, he's done True Detective and that.
Yeah.
Right? That's it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And that was supposed to be his moment, and it was stolen, man. And because he was speaking on his live stream about how he didn't really know, but he did all these things, and it was just him in a house, basically. They kept a few scenes, and all the things that he'd done were just gone. And it's kind of sad that he didn't even get to see like the things that he got to film. Because I'm sorry, but how is it that you have to find out your own stuff through a leak like that? That's not right.
The Ascended Ancient leak.
Yeah. But I think everything works out in the end. If you look at it, am I right in saying that Rat Pack is out and Zach's company's in?
I think so. I don't know
what I heard as well.
But I know, like, with everything that happened with Ratner, now I think they were trying to get all that. I haven't really brushed up on all that. I'm sure if Steven's in the live stream, he's gonna tell us. He'll tell us somewhere. He's always on top.
What I heard is that Rat Pack, Brett Ratner did his stuff, and Gal Gadot didn't want to work with him, and she was like, and she must have said, if he's here, I'm not going to be a Wonder Woman, and she is a much more important person. Let's be honest, in the eyes of Warner Bros. So they probably sided with her, and apparently, so what I'm hearing is that they're gone. And now Zach, who happens to have a company, right? He can be like, hey, so you want to work with you? I'd like to do another film of Man of Steel, Oh, you were saying that I was listening before I came online. You said that apparently you were saying that maybe he has that. Sorry, Henry Cavill has a Man of Steel 2 coming in.
I think the fact that when
Maybe.
he showed up on the stream,
Mhm.
to me, my first thought was, oh, he got his movie. He got his
Mhm.
movie. It's going to be different than what was originally probably going to happen. But I mean, this whole thing of it going to HBO Max is opening so many doors. And before all this was happening, and discussing it with people, with sources to Hollywood that were, trying to get information and everything, just trying to get that guy to ask the right questions. It was hard to do it because there was just so many different moving parts when it came to all this. And then when it came to Cavill, it was like, okay, obviously he wants another Superman movie. We know this. This is why he's not playing. This is why he's not. He didn't say he didn't tweet out the hashtag or
Right.
hashtag.
Right.
He's in a difficult spot. But now I think that Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming out on Max, and there's a possibility of the Snyderverse to be revamped and go back to it. I think, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but to me, when I saw him on that stream, my first thought was he got his movie. So that's it's only a matter of time. And even Grace is saying that, it's only the only thing that I was hearing is there was negotiations happening for like the past couple months. Same thing with Snyder. And I guess we can all assume that, but just the fact that he showed up on there just made me go, okay, he got his movie. It's only a matter of time before they announce it.
Yeah. So Lightcast says that he can answer the question about, Stone Quarry, and he has time. So if you want to add him on, it's up to you.
No, we're about to wrap this up real quick and stuff. So,
but yeah, I would hope that they do, go with a Man of Steel. I mean, why wouldn't you? Henry Cavill is such a big celebrity right now, especially with The Witcher. Why wouldn't you give him a film? And yeah, while I was kind of annoyed at the fact that he was not even a part of anything that we did, I get it. He's trying to be diplomatic, and I'm sure 100% that Zack understands everything that he had to do to get his own film. Okay. And hopefully they bring back Zack to do. I know that BVS is number 2 for Man of Steel, but you know what I mean. Like, we would love to get us another Man of Steel 2 or whatever they would want to call it. Man of Steel, or we could say that BVS is 1.5, and then we could say Man of Steel is 2 or whatever. Yeah, right. But I would love to see another Man of Steel.
Yeah, I think we all would. Okay, I'll get Lightcast on here for a little bit since everybody's kind of like going, get him on, let's do this. So
get him on.
We'll see what he has to say about that. So I just sent you the invite there, Lightcast. Because what is he going to explain again?
Oh, the whole thing about Stone Quarry and Brett Ratner.
Oh, okay. Going to explain all that because and I think Steven kind of knew the logistics of that too, but I don't know if you want to get on right now. But yeah. Oh, look, it's Jimmy Kimmel. What?
Yeah, Steven's here.
Yeah, Steven is here, right? But I don't think he's going to jump on real quick. But yeah, we'll see if Lightcast comes on. If not, we could do it another day. But
so yeah, we were supposed to be on. When did you have Ray?
Friday. Yeah, Friday, we were gonna have you guys on Friday.
You had to bring that up.
We got mixed up on the time zones here. So,
oh man! So I had to sit here and watch that, right? And it was a great. I mean, the vodka machine was amazing, right? The whole time I'm sitting here just drinking away, like.
Okay, so he does. Yeah, no, I felt bad because all of a sudden it was just kind of like, with everything that was happening. I think we planned on this like a week before or something, like, or after the trailer.
Yeah, and then everything happened. That was just like,
everything happened, and then it was like, oh shit. And then I was like, no, I'll still have on those guys, and I was still gonna have you guys on, but then of course the time zone mix up, and it was just like, all right, probably easier just to do it Sunday, because then all of a sudden I got Ray to come on, I got Porter to come on, which was just like a shot in the dark. When I saw him just answering people, I was like, all right. His DMs weren't open, and then it was like, okay, well now I'm just gonna ask him. And see what happens. Sure enough, it all worked out, and it was great. All right, Mr. Lightcast has joined the stream. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how are you guys doing? Nice little Sunday afternoon.
Right.
Hello.
How's it going? So Lightcast. I mean, I know we actually on Friday you had your time with Porter first, and then he came over to the stream. I didn't even know. Like, it was funny because he told me that he had another podcast to do. I had no idea it was yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it was just, I love the fact that he's making the rounds like that.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, total great. It was a good conversation.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah, he was a great guy. I remember watching his play in Oregon. I think it was Henry V, I believe it was.
Oh, okay. So you have information about Stone Quarry and the Rat Pack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-evident for it. I can't go into all of it because
Go into all of it.
Yeah, just
it
spill
goes
it.
back into.
Just let it loose. Don't pull out.
If you look at the podcast we did recently with Ray Porter, there's an article that ties into that episode, and it pretty much kind of gives you painting the picture that the Stone Quarry is now pretty much overseeing all of it, all the productions.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that can only allude to the idea that at this moment, Zack Snyder's Stone Quarry is pretty much moving forward with many other projects that I can't wants to do, and it's all encompassed into that idea that it's all overseen by him.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like HBO Max, they're gonna give Snyder full control of like pretty much all this.
No, it's not HBO Max. It's,
I mean Warner Media, AT&T.
No, it's almost AT&T is basically greenlighting him because you got to understand JJ still has Bad Robot, and
True.
I think in my Instagrams I kind of, you have to look at my Instagrams because I don't know which one I put it on, but you can pretty much see that this is a big family, and Zach is a very family oriented individual, and he loves friends, he loves his family. He's the only director that will interact with the fans, and this is a test market. What they're doing is AT&T is basically you're the viewing party. You're giving them the likes and the views, and I keep telling people, keep doing it, keep putting yourself out there, keep asking these questions. David Ayer is giving so much information. Just today on Twitter, he's opened up a Pandora's box, which basically connects back to the article that the visual effects need to be completed. The article very, very clearly states that it only needs 9 more months to be completed. So
Nine more months, though. That sounds like a lot.
You got to take it from scratch, though. You can't build something out of nothing. So you're taking a piece from another film, and then you're basically pretty much reanimating over it.
You're talking about
for the Ayer cut, not for the Snyder cut. Snyder cut is like 3 months away for whatever they're working on in that production house. Whatever they're doing over at Zoic, they're working on the Cape and they're working on Steppenwolf. But if you go on over and look at the Airwolf project, it only needs 9 months.
With me, I heard completely. I heard different VFX companies from my end, so I don't know.
Well, what did you hear?
I can tell you Weta is one of the biggest ones, but you got to understand, as a visual effects artist, Scanline doesn't have time. They're working on the Batman. They're working on other films. So you have to freelance out, and Zoic is a very independent production house that is very, very independent. A lot of people don't hear them, but they are one of the companies doing a lot of detail work on these films, is because you need more people to get these films pushed out in the right timeline, so that 2021 time is being hit. Because it takes hours and hours of manpower just to do 10 seconds of work in a film.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying from my source, I didn't hear that. When I asked about that specific article and everything, it was like, no, that's not the company. It's these 3 right here. Exactly. So who knows? I guess time will tell, but I mean, as long as the VFX get finished, I guess who gives a shit who's doing it?
I mean, those render farms, if you can probably even go and Google them, they work heavy, man. They have to render that stuff out
shots
with
exactly.
machines. So that is it's gonna take a while. But I thought David Ayer's cut would have been mostly finished, right?
Yeah, I know. When I heard 9 months, I was like,
I would
really? 9
I
months.
thought I could have a child in that time. I can make a child.
Yeah, they shoot a whole different movie.
Hey, let's go make a child right now, man.
Let's make a child.
Are you trying to say something there, Ancient, to Lake Cat?
Yes. Anyone volunteering in the chat? Just kidding.
I know. We'll film
But
it.
no, it's quite
Go on.
interesting because when you look at these films, and I posted a tweet today, I can't go into it, but it's pretty much saying what I'm saying is, you can't expect everybody. A lot of fans are expecting this to be what they think it's going to be, but like I'm saying, it's going to be more. It's going to be a lot more than what people are expecting.
Oh, of course.
And I mean, a lot more. Like not just the Ayer cut or the Snyder cut. I'm talking other things.
I know this. Like, and that's what I keep saying. This is what I've been saying like all week. Is like the doors that are opening now for all this for future stuff, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of videos about it. Just to like, this. It doesn't just stop at the Ayer cut, of course. I mean, there's a Batman script that's out there. There's more Justice League out there. I mean, this is kind of stuff that I've been discussing with people for the past few months, really, is like, what are the possibilities? And at first, it just seemed like a pipe dream, as some people out there would say that the Snyder Cut was a pipe dream. But to have a continuation or have a revamped Snyderverse, that's on the table now. At first, a while ago, I would not think it was like, oh no, I don't want Snyder or Affleck to come back into that fucking toxic environment. But this it's not Warner Brothers anymore. It's Warner Media. It's a complete. I mean, look at how they're treating all this. They're 100% just, and like you said, Light, is the fact that this is a testing ground for something new. I mean, we are in the middle of we're witnessing like kind of history here, a new way of getting stuff out there in the content and having director driven content, creator content, creator driven stuff. It really is. In this whole thing, you almost go, wow, if he would have gotten his movie out back in 2017, where would we be right now? You almost have to think about that.
I think it worked out better.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I would say that I think everything worked out for the best as it is, because if everything didn't happen, those fools at Warner Brothers would still be there, and all of this happening has led to them being fired and leaving their jobs. So I think everything works out for the best at corporate.
Yeah.
So am I right? Well, am I right in saying that now Warner Media does everything like cinema, HBO Max, right?
No, so what
they mainly do the streaming stuff, more of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still divisional branch. So I said a while back that I think what you're saying, Dave, is very accurate, because if you look at the test market of what they're doing, this is history. Like I said, when the Snyder Cut comes out, it's going to change the way, not just in film, but how we digest our entertainment. Is DC films and their last few films that they released, everybody kind of was like, "Oh, Birds of Prey suck." They're bagging on it. They should have gave it more money. Well, you got to understand. Look at the budget. They have money to spend, but they're spending it on other things. And like I said, pay attention this week. There's going to be a lot of information that's going to be dropping. There's going to be a lot of new things coming out starting Monday, actually. And you're going to be seeing a lot of other things start to unveil as we get closer, 3 days away. And like I said, if you haven't got your subscription to HBO Max, I recommend you do. So, yeah.
It seems like with the launching of HBO Max, they're going to start dropping a bunch of shit, and we're going to see shit that we haven't seen before.
I'm just talking about something in particular for a lot of fans that want to see something.
So what do you guys think? I mean, do you guys think that if this is a success when it comes out, what are the chances that we get a Ben Affleck Batman movie, or even like a Justice League 2 or 3? Would you say it's pretty high, at least for Justice League? Because it can't end on this one. I mean, it was already meant to set up a second one.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Okay.
Sorry, I got in trouble. So if Justice League 1 and 2 were shot at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, all that. Okay, so you're saying that. Go ahead.
Put that on a prior, I think one of your older podcasts, or was it a podcast? I think everything's a podcast now.
I know everything.
My meetings
feels like a podcast. No, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying is like, because I mean, even Momoa said they filmed enough for 2. for two movies. And I know there's been like what I always heard that it kept going back and forth whether they wanted to do a trilogy or just two movies, and then it just got locked down to part 1, part 2, and then it just. I mean, but we know Snyder. He shoots a lot of shit. He does. So
yes, he does.
Yeah, he definitely does. So, yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to see. I mean, maybe you're hinting at possibly even the announcement of a new Superman movie too, as well. I know a lot of fans have been waiting for that, and like I was saying, seeing him on
Superman. Who's Superman? We need to see somebody else first.
You see Supergirl?
No, somebody else.
Okay.
Flash?
I mean, no.
Batman.
I mean, who's making a movie recently that has the same agent with Henry?
You're talking about Black Adam.
Yeah,
about Black Adam.
We're moving in that direction. You got to look at it from. It takes time to make some of these movies, but at the same time, production work and the pre-production for a lot of this Black Adam stuff is already underway.
Okay. Yeah.
So why do you think that film was pushed? There's only one reason why a film like that would get pushed.
Oh, for Black Adam. So then, so Cavill is going to make an appearance in Black Adam.
Yeah.
In some fashion.
Yeah. And then that's going to set up the Superman movie. Okay. Yeah. That was kind of like up there for debate as well too, because I mean, let's face it, Shazam didn't do as well as they wanted it to do. Of course, it didn't flop. It still made money, but they wanted it to be like $1 billion thing, of course, $1 billion deal, which is that's the number that all these companies want, of course, for their big tentpole movies. But I think when I heard that Black Adam was like, okay, that's going to be the next one. I mean, yeah, we can go back to that picture of Dwayne Johnson and Cavill. I mean, it was always discussed. It was always been out there. So that's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. What you're saying, like
I saw one of these. I saw a trailer that it hasn't been released. I think I can't say that. I saw a trailer that wasn't released for Shazam, but that was one of the best trailers I've ever seen. And it's so sad that that was never released, because I think one of the biggest failures of Shazam was kind of marketing, in my opinion. It was a great movie. I loved it. And if only, they put it in such a bad place between, Captain Marvel and Infinity War, I think.
Yeah, right? Should have been a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was a Christmas movie.
It was, yeah, definitely.
So that trailer that I saw, it was so good, man. I wish they, instead of editing a new trailer in, I wish they showed you that trailer. And maybe we are, we'll talk about something like that later on.
Maybe you just drop it. Maybe just drop it.
I've had enough.
I know what trailer you're talking about.
Just drop it.
Watch the same trailer.
Okay,
yeah. So
talking about seeing it. Okay, is this trailer? You said this trailer was recent. Is this a recent?
It was unreleased.
Yeah.
Okay. Unreleased trailer.
So in the earlier works, the director is a horror film director. The way that he wanted the film to be was a little bit more representative of how Snyder kind of started the world. As you could see, there was reshoots that happened to his film where he went back and added more humor. You could see some of the special effects were not completed as they were in the beginning of the film. And that's just, visual effects departments only having a certain amount of months to complete. So I'd rather have a film with more months and time to finish it than one that rushes it like Justice League and we get fucking mustaches on faces and chins that look like butts. I mean, at this point, fucking Twilight looks better than that. And it's quite interesting to hear you say that, Ancient, is because I 100% agree with you. That trailer was more,
it was awesome.
Representative.
Oh yeah. And 100%. That was an amazing trailer. I wish they could still show it, I was going to say something.
I'm trying to think if I came across that. This was last year, right? When this trailer was making the rounds, or was it recent for you guys?
This was around December 2018, I think.
2018. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about then. Yeah, I think I'm
not sure.
Yeah, interesting. They should show that. They should just release that trailer. Release the Shazam trailer. Please do that. No, what were we gonna say, Ancient, or who was gonna go?
I forgot. I was. What was I gonna say? What was I going to say? I have no idea.
Hmm.
Oh well, doesn't matter.
I thought what they were going to do with Shazam was I thought they were going to try to make him like, you know, their version of like Spider-Man in a sense. I thought maybe he would team up with Cavill and have, you know, Henry Cavill kind of teaching him how to be a superhero, you know, for the next one, you know. But then I thought, well, that's a little too much Spider-Man, Iron Man kind of relationship. And then Shazam, I mean, then Black Adam would show up and they both have to fight him because, you know, I thought that'd be kind of cool if they both fought him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Shazam, I'd like the movie. It's very enjoyable. It's got a lot of heart to it. It is. It feels like it's more connected, like what we were talking about. It's more connected to the DCU than Birds of Prey for sure. It feels like they could have. I really hate the Superman cameo with the cut off head. I think they should have just totally got rid of that when Cavill couldn't do it. Just don't even have that scene.
Yeah,
it was so like horrible. I hate it.
Well, look at it this way. If they didn't have that scene, then we would have no connection to what we're possibly getting. Because I think I tweeted this and I put it out there that Cavill couldn't have done the scene because contracts were still being talked about. Yeah. And we can't go into the contracts because, you know, we just can't right now. But he was still doing talks. And so as you can see, the talks didn't go as planned for the director, and he was a little sad about it. But as you can see now, the talks are completed, and now he literally did a live stream with Zack Snyder himself. And you got to understand, Zack Snyder, that's his creation, that's his Superman. Yeah. Would you not believe that Zack wouldn't want his Superman to be the Superman? I mean, I'm glad that they had Shazam cameo, and they even used the same stuntman because it tells me that yes, this is possible.
Okay, I guess I'm just looking at it as like aesthetically. I didn't like how the scene kind of played out like that, and then how I mean, speaking of Spider-Man: Homecoming, I mean the ending just reminds me of Spider-Man: Homecoming. You got a person going and then it just breaks like all this animation with like an upbeat song, and I'm like that kind of reminded me of Homecoming right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think I just didn't like how it all played out. That's all. Like I get what you're saying. Go for it.
I was gonna ask like Carl saying, so that trailer was talking about Shazam. I just want to know if we're talking about the same trailer. I'll say this at the end. Big, is that right?
Who?
So in the end of the trailer, right? There's it's you know the movie Big?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the scene where he slides on the piano and he jumps all over around. Yeah.
So that's the same trailer that we're speaking about, right? Is that what you saw in the trailer?
Are you talking about what he does in the store?
Yeah.
He sees the.
Yeah. Then I think we saw the same trailer. I mean, I can pull the trailer and then we can like cross reference in a DM because I don't want to get in trouble. But
no, just share your screen right now.
Yeah, do it.
But
that'll kill my channel.
What's funny is that
they'll get taken down.
Hey, look, you know, Dave will get in trouble.
I know you guys would be fine. I'd be the one that shit at it. You know.
Oh, then fuck it.
But that's why you have a second channel, Dave. That's why you have the second channel.
Yeah, that's why I got the backup. Right?
The backup just in case.
Now
you know what? Ancient, DM me later, and then we could talk about it because I think we're talking about the same one. Because the director even said it's Big is the 100% inspiration for Shazam.
That's gonna be interesting. All right,
where was all that at? Like, why is all this stuff like just so repressed? And we got what we got. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why a company would want to do that to the fans and to the universe and to the characters? It makes no sense.
They look at the dollar signs. That's all they're doing. It's all about the money. But now the money is like it's on Zack Snyder now. It's and I'm wondering like. I mean, I'm sure Lycast probably knows more about this than me. I'm wondering about where JJ fits in all this. I don't know the logistics on all that. How he's feeling about it.
He was brought in to do.
He loves it. He loves it, right? Is that what he said?
He loves it. Yeah, he loves it.
Okay, good. Because we know that
Ancient was saying something. I think Ancient. What were you saying right now?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that JJ was brought in to do a Man of Steel film, right? Or a Superman?
No, Justice League Dark.
Yes. Sorry, that's completely right. I completely forgot.
Yeah. And you wonder is that going to tie into what else is coming out there? Which it seems like it might. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what's Justice League Dark? I mean, you guys all just watched the animated movie Apocalypse War. So, I mean, one of the biggest characters in that movie is who?
Yeah, John Constantine.
Yes. So who do you think they're going to be searching for that series? John Constantine.
I guess actor-wise, or
Yep.
just
they should cast this.
They're not going to. They're not going to
corner over here. Dave Pena.
yeah, I could work on my accent.
I'll do it.
Work on my accent. No, let me guess. Henry Cavill is going to play both Superman and Constantine. No. I mean, to me, I think they should just bring in Matt Ryan. I think he's a good guy. Yeah. They're not going to do that, are they?
No, they're not.
No.
Yeah. See, fucking Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That would be a very good one. He's also Venom too, so I don't know how that works.
You know, I would have said that I would love to see Matt Ryan as well, and I do really like him, but I think Matt Ryan, and I'm sorry to say this, CW people, but I think that's kind of tainted that version of Constantine. Yeah, him being over on Legends of Tomorrow has kind of ruined him. I love I love Constantine, but you know, they've done some horrible stuff over at CW, so.
Yeah,
so it's a great show. He did a brilliant job.
He did do
yeah.
The fact that he did it for the animated stuff too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But do you actually know who they're looking at, Lightcast?
I don't know who they're looking at, and this is what I've been working on for a while. Is because no one's talking about it. Is because you got to understand, Bad Robot. Even when he casted, who's the actor he casted for Star Trek to play? Was it Captain Kirk? Was it Kirk?
Oh.
Yeah. What's his name from Wonder Woman? I always forget his name.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. When they casted him, no one knew who he was. He was a no-name. So I think that's what they're going to do with Constantine. They're going to find a no-name that is going to fit perfect into the world that he's trying to build. And the world they're looking at is a very magical and dark world, like the titles in itself. So it's going to be pretty dark. I'm kind of looking at maybe like a Super 8 style, Larry Fong style shooting with this film or with this series.
Interesting. That's going to be interesting.
This is just getting so exciting.
Well, I know. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
So badass.
I mean, like I said, we got a year till we get Zack Snyder's Justice League. So there's gonna be a ton of live streams, podcasts, discussions, videos, everything more stuff. I mean, like Cass said, more stuff is coming out this week that we're all going to be pretty excited about. And, but then it doesn't just stop after next year. It's going to continue on, and God knows what kind of, it's just good to be a DC fan right now, guys.
Oh yeah. And it makes sense for tomorrow too, because obviously it's Memorial Day. Everybody's at home. Yeah. Everyone's staring at their phones, their computers, and then to announce more content or more whatever, it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Think about the hype that's going on lately, especially just because of the announcement. Imagine what happens when we see an actual new content from Zack when that trailer drops. People are going to lose it.
Watch, they bring back Keanu Reeves. That'd be an alto power move, just like the whole Ryan Reynolds thing.
That would be a power move. He's got the Matrix coming.
Yeah. There you go.
Keanu Reeves is huge right now. If they were to bring his content back,
I'd be down.
Yeah, I think we all would. And then there's other suggestions like Carl Urban and Daniel Craig. That's not bad. I like Tom Hardy.
Carl
Urban would be great.
Yeah,
I would
awesome
say,
in Dread.
Look at JJ's casting list. He always likes to recast some of the same.
Very
people.
True.
Simon Pegg.
Oh God, no.
He just doesn't pull off that.
No, yeah.
He doesn't have that swagger as
he's
a little too goofy. Like I love Simon Pegg, but I can't see that swagger that John Constantine swagger.
Yeah. I think it's more of a douche vibe. He doesn't have that,
That's what it really is.
Yeah.
But all right, well, that's pretty exciting stuff. So I think we'll wrap up the show right now. I appreciate you guys coming on. Go ahead and plug yourselves. Go ahead, Nick. Plug yourself.
You guys can subscribe to my channel. It's Nicotine214, and then I'll have another podcast coming up pretty soon with me and my lovely wife. She's with my kids somewhere. It'll be called Gendry on Film, and that's coming up pretty soon.
Cool. Ascended Ancient.
I am at Ascend Ancient on Twitter. You can just follow me there. I do have a YouTube channel, but it's not worth following. Just follow me on there. I'm happy to talk with anyone if they want to chat. So see you on there.
All right, Mr. Lightcast, go ahead and promote yourself. Plug yourself.
I'm Matthew, Lightcast.
Matthew,
I
there you
want
go.
a sandwich. So that's it.
He wants a sandwich.
He
Yeah.
wants a sandwich. It's
I'm
good.
hungry.
Sandwich sounds pretty good, but
That's
I
a
would
power
actually-
move. Power
I
move.
would suggest following Lightcast. He has a bunch of information that he's thrown up on his podcasts and live streams, wherever you want to call them. I know they're all just good. There's going to be like a name for like everything, like live streams, podcasts, and I'm just going to bring it all into like one thing. And there's going to be like a new word that's going to be developed from it. But all right, guys, I appreciate you coming on. Very excited stuff. I'm sure I'll have all you guys on again, and I can go on your stuff. I mean, there's going to be a lot of that. That's what I'm actually looking forward to. The community that's being built, and then we're all kind of crossing over and collaborating. It's always the thing that I wanted to do with my channel. And I think when I started doing the live stuff, it really opened that door for just people to come on, and I'll go on there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see, Streamcast. That's what they're going to end up being called, Streamcast. Thank you, Steven. You better coin that, trademark that shit, and see what happens with all that. But anyways, guys, appreciate it. Yeah, we'll all talk soon. All right. I'll talk to the kiddies for a little bit more, but I'm going to kick you guys out.
See you in the chat. Thanks for having us.
See you guys.
Bye.
And boop. Okay, there we go, guys. All right. Thanks for those guys for showing up and getting some more information about things. It was good times, of course. Okay. I know a lot of you were wanting to get Lightcast on, and I was going to wrap it up, but I was like, nah, let's see what he has to say. Sounds like he's got some information. I know he's got other information too. And there was, when he was talking about the cultured nerd stuff, I mean, like I said, who knows who's right? That's the thing. And we can go back and forth and start having, the back and forth and bumping our heads like billy goats on who's got the right information. All I could do is on my end. I mean, this is what I always do. Anytime I hear information, I reach out to my source. If I know that he can answer it, then I'm going to reach out to him, of course. And when it came to the VFX companies, I mean, he was saying like, no, it's your Weta, your Scanline, your DNEG. Weta is going to handle most of it. But who knows? Like I said, I mean, stuff gets contracted out like all the time. I work for a company that I get contracted out work. It's all like a system like that. Sometimes, you can't really pin on who's going to do everything. So we all could be right. Every one of them could be doing VFX for Zack Snyder's Justice League. The 9 months thing with the Suicide Squad, that seems like a lot, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm all about discussing information and getting information out there. You guys know this. This is one of the things that I do it. So I'm not going to just be like, no, you're wrong. And we're going to just bump heads, like that. No, we're not going to do that. But hopefully the Snyderverse is back. I mean, it sounds like Lightcast caught wind of stuff that's going to be announced this week and other information. Sounds like it's something good. I don't know what happened with his mic, but I think he was trying to mute it and he said like, wait, I can't say that. So I don't know. It's very interesting to see like what exactly that guy and I know I've like been wanting to talk to that guy just I think with just everything that was happening, and I kept hearing people suggesting that he should come on, and I'll gladly go on his if he'll have me. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. If he's right about any of it, it's going to be an exciting week, which I don't doubt because HBO Max is getting announced this week or getting launched this week, which I got to go. I'm going to go get my subscription right now. And hopefully I'm going to dive into all that and watch some reruns of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because why not? One of the first things I'll do. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But, what were you saying? Oh yeah. My thoughts on Jody's Corner. Just ignore that guy. He's dumb. Air might want to change some CGI that's already done. Yeah, could. I mean, if they were gonna resort to the fucking bubble paper soldier guys, if they were gonna revert them back to parademons, I mean, that would take some time. So yeah, there's always that and everything. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. We've gone like almost. I did not plan for this to be a long show. Good thing I'm not really hungover. If I was actually hungover right now, I don't think I would have lasted as long as I just did right now. But good show. Glad we're expanding this community and stuff. I'm telling you. So yeah, who cares about Jody's Corner? Well, anyways, guys, follow me on all the sock meds down there. Your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook. Go ahead and hit me in the DMs if you want to. I have those open. I don't get to every one of them, and I apologize, but you know what happens. I got Patreon. If you guys want to help out the pirate ship with Patreon, I would surely appreciate it. And of course, I got shirts down below too. So it's all good, guys. And like I said, follow those guys that were on here. Follow Lightcast, Nick, and Ascended Ancient, and see what they have. I mean, we all have our individual voices in this thing. All I want to know is all I expect for everybody is just to have that integrity, keep the integrity alive, give credit where credit's due when certain stuff happens, and you know, we just gotta try to be positive, just going forward. So great stream, guys, and I love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday with the normal Film Junkee Live, and hopefully we'll have something new and big to talk about. But we'll figure it out. Anyways, guys, talk to you later.